Well, greetings, my friends. This is Gillesmansillon. I wasn't really feeling all too hot today, but I thought I'd come anyway, and to offer guidance and inspiration. For when we feel good, we activate this connection to the God self within us, and since it is connected to all, as we activate this power, this potential, it is like the whole life around us it's been sparked, it's been light, it's like it's been elevated, and all nature respond to this divine frequency of light. So we do want to understand God as really moved us, but pushed us, shaken us, make us go on down on our knees. It's like it's life. It's been really difficult. So we want to continue to ask for a final resolution, and even in the midst of the greatest pain, the greatest sorrow, the greatest facing, the greatest shadows, we've been true to God. We've been true to ourselves. We've been faithful to those principles and values. So there will be a shift that is going to be coming for the consciousness is getting a bit lighter. It is easier to access the lighter part of the matrix, although the darkness is still prevalent. It is we can imagine that we have a screen before us. It's like, and this screen is like it's the screen of the future, and you can say, well, when is that? So you can look in it, then you can merge with it. For there is a code 00101110. It opens up the timeless reality. So we can imagine you projecting yourself in 2030 after the shift, and then you feel that you integrate the energy, and then you come back, you fuse, you merge with this future energy. Even though we still have to deal with so much, for the divine masculine is been cleansed, the divine will, for the will has been misused for egotistical and selfish purposes, but it has to be cleansed in order to come closer to the divine feminine that is that is guiding the show right now. For God, our God self is our soul twin. It is the one we want to come together with. That our soul needs to merge with, and it doesn't mean that we do not have soul plans with other souls, soul mates, and so on. But there is this in Buddhist philosophy. There is this immortal. The immortal is like this divine counterpart that we're gonna meet. It's like when the astral being, the astral body meets the soul, and then fuse, create this poetic dance and encounter, and then come into this love relationship. But that's the ba and the ka in the Egyptians. But then again, the true. For it is really with our soul, we need to integrate our soul, and from there, for the soul is divine, and all the dark souls that are the dark beings that are acting right now in such a low vibration, they may be losing their own soul. The soul may just disconnect them and let them deal with it. It's like, well, I won't deal with this fragment. They're going to lose something very valuable, which is the soul, which is the connection to God. For we are not really aware of what the soul wants to do, or what it's learned from the experience that we've been through. Sometimes we gotta wonder. For the soul is still, we still have to trust that the soul knows what it is doing, and it is good to do whatever we can to rise above, to rise above all that which is created in chaos and destruction, in order to anchor the light within us and within the earth. For that contributes to the process of transmutation. Understanding all comes from spirit. Dark and light, and everything comes from spirit, and it's a projected reality. Yet consciousness is all powerful and all connected, and we're connected to something far greater than anything we can even imagine. With our telescopes, they're primitive, but we can see 100 billion galaxies. Within our own galaxy, we see 100 billion stars. Within our physical body, we have 100 billion cells. Within each cell, there is 100 billion atoms. So it's like the physical body is really created as a miniature universe. When you will be completely enlightened, we'll have access to amazing reality that are already within ourselves. We just need to activate the codes within our DNA, to awaken, to ask the Creator to awaken this light, this divine light codes, and we can connect to the highest matrix we can. For there are many matrices that are playing parallelly, but there is one that englobes all, and we want to move into the highest frequency that is comfortable, where we can actually connect to this unified matrix. for the creator's energy then light is, and within the light becomes, and then the light becomes matter. Then matters will eventually turn into love. We'll have the love for what is life, and then we'll return to spirit. Our causal chakra is very important to activate. It's on the bottom of the neck, on top of the spine. It is the well of dream, the cerebellum, and it's the fourth eye. It is something that we need to activate. Once the two brains will be completely balanced, the cerebellum begins to activate. It is quite exciting. I also wanted to say as an advice, a little advice. Did I pull some cards already? I'm not sure. I'll pull some cards if I. Did I do that already? I'm not sure. We'll have it. Well, so the past is acceptation. We came into a certain level of acceptation of who we are. Where we are now is hesitation. We're still being tested and challenged, and for it is a learning process. And what is coming into is going to be the judgment. The spirit is gonna take on the role of finalizing the process. What we're working on now is the test and trial. It's been a really difficult day this morning. They're asking me to overcome challenges and to take care of problems. I don't have the resources or the manpower or anything to do that. So it's like you're stabbing me in the back. But or maybe I'm just not seeing what I'm seeing or something. But I have to keep faith and trust. And what is coming is the request to overcome the challenges and tests and trials of are gonna. There's an accomplishment, and there's an accomplishment that's a resolution that will be coming, and so and the future is going to be a request. We have to continue to make those requests into the universe, ask God for what we need, to put aside the darkness, to put aside the fear, to put aside the our illusions, put aside our limitation in order to allow us. For there is certain limitation that needs to be accepted. For we live in a world that is full of limitations, and yet our true being is not limited. But so it's like we have to accept this temporary limited experience. And so I wanted to talk about the acouphon, the sounds that we hear. For a long time I didn't even bother, but a friend of mine was bothered by that, and so I tuned in. And the other day I started hearing all of the frequency of the electromagnetic low frequencies of all kinds of things, but mostly Wi-Fi. It's like it's always there. And so we just need to put it aside, to enclose our energy field, our aura, expand it and contract it. We can pull it in, ask for there is a golden white light that cover completely and seal it off for someone didn't. So it's important to see what if we can dismiss them and to see a background noise. For some time we feel like we entangle between the one and the other. For we want to be the one that is only one, and that is God, that is truth. But sometimes we feel other than the one. For all that is the other is the ego. It's all the darkness, all the idea of separation. For sometimes what we seek is to be the one, and to know that we are an extension of the one. We can not be separated from the one. For the observer is the milk and honey, testing the good things out of life. What we have to understand is the in-between worlds. We don't have complete clarity. It is we're still in this buffer zone, and so we have to be patient with the process. What we need to understand is why do we go? Why did we choose to come here? Why did we choose to go? The revelation will come from when we're ready to figure out something, but sometimes we wonder all those questions. For those who do not do the inner works, they like continue to live their life normally, and that's with the old paradigms. But when you try to seek to go deep within, there is all kinds of things that are coming up. What we need to do is to be faithful to God, to be faithful to those you love, to be true to yourself, to be. And the outcome is going to be all that shine. A lot of new things are going to come into our life. Not to be distracted by the appearance, the surface, but wanting to enjoy the depths of the connection and all those beautiful things. For the matter is not something dark. It is the matter is created for the evolution of soul. But it is the matter without the spirit that becomes entangling, and can be an entanglement. Just sharing some thoughts and ideas. I wasn't really feeling all that optimist today. I did an hour meditation, and so I thought I'd come and do this. For we're coming into this new age of Aquarius. Aquarius is I know what I know. Well, I know what I don't know, and I know what I know. So we can let go of them. and I think, therefore I know. So it's there is this great deal of integration of knowledge where we have to self-liberate ourselves. It is the age of angels. And so, and a renaissance means developing a quality of life and to the pleasure of living. When we look at the Italian Renaissance and then the French Renaissance afterward, the 17th, 18th century, we can see that before people were living in castles with no windows enclosed within there, like and then at the Renaissance, the big windows are open, the gardens, the celebration, the salon, the reception. So it is really much what is coming about. Also wanted to notice that if you want when you receive an important message or from spirit or from a message you want to really integrate, drink a glass of water. It will integrate it far easier within the physical body. Personally, I was very pleased yesterday. I developed some very powerful communication and connection with a tree and with the natural world to develop to know that they're intelligent beings. The trees are marvelous stoic. They're planted in one place and they're really happy to live wherever they are, in whatever situation they're going to live their life. So it is quite amazing their serenity. I asked him to give me some of his serenity. And then when you speak to a tree, you can touch it, you face it, you touch it, and you said, I am, with your name, I am. So the I am within you, the I am within the tree will recognize the I am within you. And then you can share this communication or ask the tree for giving some of his light and to anchor your divine light within him, and so within the earth, and so for the collective highest good. So I know fairies are coming to see me every night. I always feel it. My own presence is telling me that they've been visiting me every night. So it's always nice. I will enjoy very much this reconnection to them. Finally, I wanted to discuss a very brief meditation. I haven't done it yet, but it's a simple meditation that was given by the angels of Andromeda. Andromeda is the greatest galaxy in our most evolved galaxy in our universe. It is the first super universe. It is far more. The ascension path was completely different than ours, but they're so developed, they're so advanced. It's twice bigger than the Milky Way, and so they have sent angels to assist us here. And they always bring very interesting processes. We send greetings to them. We welcome them into our evolution process for their assistance, their love, and their blessings. We welcome the golden white light of Andromeda into our life. So the meditation is very simple. It's just to realize within this creator matrix there is 352 dimensions within our local universe. So and we want to anchor our light and love and presence and consciousness within all dimensions. So you start with 352, then you set 351 mentally, 350, 349, 348, 346, 746, and so you slowly you connect to all the way to the one dimension. You can even go to 0 point, but 1 is enough to become one with the first dimension, and then so it is. And if you have to stop the process in between, you can pick it up where you left it off. But it's an interesting meditation to count down from 352 to 1, because it's like with the intention of awakening consciousness within all dimensions of the Creator universe. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. I wasn't sure what to sing, so I thought I'd sing this very old gospel song. It goes like this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed, when we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun. We've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first began. Beautiful song to tune in to the grace, the frequency of grace. Sorry for the phone; it's not mine. I cannot turn off the ring, so it's like when it rings, I have to listen to the ring. And so for Spirit is announcing me some wonderful news. I'm still like, I like to see it. I like to see what you're announcing me. But already the announcement was quite very comforting. And the card of the day is the 9 of Gabriel. It says, work with determination and move forward. Be ready for anything. Environmental activism. So we want to assist the earth in bringing love and bringing light, in anchoring this light, and to be ready for anything. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.